It's Gary Spain here for Irish Football Fan TV with Ireland's women's manager, Vera Pauw. Vera, can I first ask you about this exciting sponsorship deal with Sky? What does it mean to you and to the squad?
It is a feeling that goes beyond just a sponsorship. It's a feeling of a huge international company choosing for women's sport, and then the biggest sport in the world for women is women's football. And we've never qualified yet for finals. So a company choosing for us at that moment means that they want to support us to greater heights, that they see in us the potential that we see ourselves. And that's a compliment for the players, what they've shown over the recent years. And the fact that we have now somebody that creates the opportunities for us to do the things that we have to do, and to do the things right, although with all the creativity we did that already, but there's no excuses anymore now. That's what the players said, no excuses anymore in their group app this morning. So we really feel it deep down inside, because it's more than just the money coming in, it's the feeling of being part of the family.
Yeah, and Sky, especially in this country, it's such a big deal. I mean, the football on Sky is it seems to be just another level.
Yeah.
And do you think that would bring the women's game here to another level if the team are actually on Sky? Does it make it just seem like a bigger deal?
It must be. The little girls, the teenage girls, they have something to aspire to. If a company like Sky is supporting women's football, wow, that must be something. And anything is possible, as long as you have the guts to fail. Anything is possible. So you don't have to think, can I do it? You just do it and see where you end up. And I think that is the message of Sky, because they chose us. They chose us. They chose the women's national team, women's football. It cannot get better than that.
I don't know if you saw the WSL at the weekend. The Sky showed Arsenal and Chelsea. Yeah. And I've watched some of the WSL games before, but this just brought it to a totally different level. And just a level of professionalism, just a level of hype, which is so good though. Would you like to see that for our national team?
Yeah, of course it is. This will only bring vibes. It will bring opportunities. There will be features about players. There will be the broadcasting deal has not been done yet. They even did this without the broadcasting deal, because that is now on the table for negotiation. It's just amazing. I have no words for it.
And can I bring you on to the campaign, because the way things have worked out with the Georgia game being moved to next summer, you've got an incredibly tough friendly against Australia, who are one of the best teams in the world. Then first game in Tala Stadium next month, Sweden, arguably the best team, if not the best, the second best team in the world. And then a very difficult trip to Finland. Could you have asked for a tougher run of games?
Australia came to us to play us in our free slot, and a better preparation cannot get. We have had losses over recently, because we did have 7 losses, but look at the opponents that we had and why we chose those opponents. And just a small margin of 1 or 2 goals, and we could have equalized or should have equalized. We're getting closer and closer to that level only by playing them. And a better preparation for the game against Sweden you can't find, because Australia is playing the same type of football, the same quality of football, because they're 4th in the world. It is so close to what we will face in November. You cannot get any better, and we have no fear of failure. We just get that out of our game. That was the first thing we spoke about. We do not fear failure anymore, because if you want to succeed, you need to face those opponents, and you need to face that you can fail. Well, tough. It's the only way to go.
But you're looking at the group and only one to qualify automatically. Is it being negative to say that Sweden already, before a ball is even kicked, look to be the very hottest of favourites to top the group? Is it a battle for the runners-up spot with Finland?
Yeah, but that's in any group. The women's game is set up in a way that because they want to equal men's football, that they do not take care of the second level countries and the chances to qualify. So all the top seeds, they will qualify automatically. We don't have to play, actually. almost. But they haven't met Ireland, eh? They haven't met Ireland yet. But that is in every single group. That's the situation. So the battle is between the second and third seeded countries. Like in the European Championships. And the only thing what I would like to say about it is that they should have a system in which the second and the third will go to playoffs for final positions. Because if you have one bad moment, like the own goal against Ukraine, and then missing a penalty, and just having one of those games that the ball doesn't go in, that means that the team that is not the best is qualifying for playoffs. And it showed that they were not the best because they lost against Northern Ireland. Fantastic for Northern Ireland because they go. But the system is very tough. We have to beat Finland. That is our aim.
So is that in some ways next month's game against Finland in Helsinki? Is that the really crucial game?
Yeah. But also the Slovakia game, because don't underestimate them. It's not a team that we automatically beat. They're very, very tough. They're very organized, and that is a team that can take points of any team.